So, Frank, what are you telling us going on?
Yeah, well, yesterday I ended up falling out of the horse kind of threw me off and I fell on my butt. That's what, and I'm kind of in pain right now.
Okay, so you fell off your horse at practice yesterday.
Yeah.
When you initially fell, do you feel a pop, crack, anything like that?
I felt, well, it happened so quick that I kind of felt like pop, but it happened so fast that I was in pain afterwards.
And you said you were able to get up under your own power.
Yes. Afterwards, yeah, I did get up. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought, the pain would go away, but it seems like it's getting worse.
Okay. And when you first fell off, it happened pretty quickly. Do you recall if you felt any numbness, burning, tingling going into either your legs or up your back at all?
No, I don't remember any of that.
None of that. Okay. And so if we had to rate the pain on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you got to take you to the hospital, 5 being it kind of alters the way you walk, the way you move, things like that, how would you rate the pain when you initially fell off the horse?
When I initially fell, I'm going to say maybe like a 5.5, something like that.
Okay. And as you stand here right now, what would you rate it?
It's gotten worse, so I'm going to say like an 8.
An 8? Okay, so it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Now, as you stand here now, have you experienced any burning, tingling sensations?
No, not. When I stand up, it's funny because when I stand up or when I lay down, I feel okay. It's just when I sit down is when I feel like I feel that pain.
Okay, so that pressure hurts. What about when you feel like you're changing the way you walk to help to make yourself feel more comfortable? Okay. Any previous back injuries at all, anything like that?
No.
Any previous injuries in total, anything at all?
I've had my ankle before. Well, the physician, the doctor said that he called it that I rolled it. Mm-hmm. And he said that I might have stretched one of my ligaments. But other than that,
If you could, and how long ago did you roll your ankle?
I must say about 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Now, it's obviously it was a while back, but if you had to say the pain on that one, how would you say the pain for that felt?
That one, man, I felt like something like really felt like a fractured a bone.
Oh yeah, because that was your first big injury. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have an idea kind of what pain kind of feels like relative to different parts of the body, things like that. Okay.
Yeah, but this type of pain, it seems like I got the pain, but it's starting to get worse.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, happened yesterday. Now, did you stop practice or you continue?
No, I just stopped, and it was kind of late, and I told my coach, and that's why he wanted me to come and see the trainer, athletic trainer, and so that's why today I came in.
And then, so what about after you got done with practice? Because you said you quit. When you go home, any trouble sleeping? Any trouble eating, sitting down?
Yeah, that was the thing. When I went home and afterwards, because it was a little late, of course, to come to see you. When I'm sitting down, I kept feeling a lot of pain. So I kind of, the dinner, when I was eating my dinner, I kind of, I held my plate up and I ate standing up. Laying down, I felt okay. I tossed a little bit and turned a little bit when I was asleep, a little bit. But I guess it's just from the pain.
Mm-hmm. So you had like restless sleep and stuff. All when you're sitting down, kind of shifting a bit, take some of the pressure.
Yeah, I tried that. Yeah, I tried going one way and the other way, but the pain, it was just there.
Okay. And did you feel any numbness when you woke up in the morning? Anything like that at all?
No, any numbness.
Few steps that way, and then turning around, taking a few steps back, so I can kind of see how you walk a little bit here.
Sure.
And you can turn around and come back. Okay, so you go ahead and just stand there, relax for a little bit. All right, so talking with the patient about their complaints, and noticing or hearing that they talked about how they changed their gait cycle to accommodate and alleviate some of the pain. I can see that when they walk. There's a little bit of an accommodation on the outside leg to kind of swing out a little bit to help alleviate some symptoms. Obviously, pain sitting down. So you're looking at least I'm concerned with kind of the low back region. You look at the sacrum, the coccyx, your tailbone area. When you fall on that, so that can bruise that. And so now I'm going to go through some more observation. I kind of look at your low back, look at some of the bony structures, see if there's any bruising, any discoloration, anything like that. Is that okay? Okay, so I'm just going to take a look-see now. And for the sake of the video, Jeff and our Frank here, I'll say that I'm lifting up. But you want to lift up and look at bony landmarks, look at the PSIS, look at the iliac crest, look at the different bony structures of the low back to see if anything has been shifted. Then again, it would be kind of tough to tell if that could just be normal for them, but it's something you would want to make note of regardless. I see a little bit of bruising, a little bit of discoloration there, which is obviously going to be leading to the tenderness that the patient has when they sit, when they walk. Anytime they go through that with the hip movement, they're going to feel a little bit sore. So now I'm going to do some palpations, kind of feel to see where the pain's at and see if there's anything else that could be involved. Is that okay? All right, so same thing, we're just going to kind of start out where the complaints are, so you feel pain when I do that. All right, so starting at the back where the pain starts and kind of pressing around, going into like the lumbar vertebrae, going into the sacral region, and going a little lower is where the pain is felt from the patient. That's where they feel the pain, and that's where I see the discoloration. I'm just going to check and kind of go out up to the PSIS around the iliac crest, just to make sure that from the blunt force of the impact that none of the other structures of the pelvis could be involved. So, is there any pain when I go out and towards the front?
No.
No? Any like tenderness, weakness at all? Just until I get down
Yes,
there?
they're going down further and further to the actual
Okay.
but yes, I felt
Alright,
pain.
so going through palpation, just as you would expect, the pain is felt when you go to the bruising area where the trauma has occurred. Well, a good sign is to make sure that none of the other bones of the pelvis have been possibly injured due to the impact and the forces involved. One of the things that we're looking at here is you're looking at tailbone involvement, possibly a dislocation, hopefully just bruising, but also could be a fracture. So we'll have to try to go through and try to rule that out. The thing here is to remember is with the sacrum and the pelvis, when you're doing palpations that are going low like that, for the privacy of the patient and for your own personal well-being, you got to make sure you be careful because obviously you're getting to an area that could be uncomfortable for the patient. So we kind of go there. I'm not going to go any lower than that, their own comfort. So we're going to go through some different tests, range of motion, things like that, to kind of get an idea of what's going on and kind of get a better idea from there. So one thing I do want to check, because one of the things that also could be happening is we could have a herniated disc. So we want to make sure there's no neurological involvement. There wasn't any burning or tingling felt or reported by the patient, but to be safe and to make sure that it's ruled out effectively, I'm going to go through some dermatomes and myotomes with you, which is just checking sensation and muscles activity. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, so for this you can go ahead and stand, and you can go ahead and face that way. You can just put your arms out your sides and just close your eyes for me. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right, I'm going to go touch from the upper leg down and up through the back. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. All right. You feel that?
Yes.
You feel it evenly on both sides? Any abnormal sensations?
No.
All right, you feel that?
Yes.
You feel evenly on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
Any abnormal sensations?
No.
Okay, you feel that?
Yep.
You feel evenly on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
Any abnormal sensations?
No.
Okay. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
You feel evenly on both sides?
Yes.
Any abnormal sensations?
No.
Okay. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
You feel evenly on both sides?
Yes.
Any abnormal sensations?
No.
Okay. You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
You feel evenly on both sides?
Mm-hmm.
Any abnormal sensations?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now go ahead and sit down there for me. I put some cushions down to hopefully alleviate some of the pressure, so go ahead and just ease down. Okay, how's that feel? That pain still?
Yeah,
Okay.
but not as much, but yeah.
Okay.
Pain's there.
All right, so we went through dermatomes to check sensation. No deficit there, which is good. So now we're just going to run through some myotomes real quick, check the muscles that are located there, and see if there's any deficits there possibly as well. motion. You're basically mostly neurotones and myotones. That helps kind of rule out the possibility of herniated disc, but this is one more test that I'm going to do just to be thorough. So all I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you extend your leg out so it's nice and straight.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you, when I tell you to, I'm going to have you lift both legs at the same time, about 2 to 6 inches off of the table, and then you're going to try and hold it for 30 seconds.
Okay.
If you feel pain, numbness, tingling, or you have to stop, then you go ahead and stop. But we're going to try and hold it for 30 seconds, okay? You think you can do that?
Yes.
All right, so go ahead and start. And relax. So the patient didn't have any exacerbation of symptoms upon doing this test, which is another way to rule out the possibility of a herniated disc. You can go ahead and sit up. Need help? You go ahead and stand up so that we can take some pressure off. So going through, once again, dermatomes, myotomes, range of motion are good, strength's good. My secondary concern is herniated disc. Through Milgram's test, there was no symptoms at all. You felt fine doing that?
Yeah, I felt good.
Okay, so there's no weakness there, no tingling, no burning. So that helps me really feel confident saying that it's not a herniated disc. Looking at possibly like either a bruise, maybe a dislocation or a fracture. It's hard for me to rule out what it definitely is, just because of the region of the injury and the privacy and the comfort of the patient. So what I'm going to recommend you do is I could get a seat ring for you to have you can carry around to class. You can use it at home. That way you can sit down, alleviate some of the pressure, and you can sit. And that ring will help, give some cushions. That way it's not as tense for you. You can use it when you go to bed too, when you lay down, to help you feel some comfort, get some better sleep. But as soon as you can, make an appointment with your doctor, so that way you can have some X-rays done, and that way we can get a better idea to see if it's dislocated, fractured, or maybe just even bruised. So from there, we'll get a definitive diagnosis from the physician. If it is dislocated or fractured, the dislocation, they will go in, they'll relocate the tailbone. Won't take long. You'll be sore, but it'll come to pass with a few days, and then you'll be back to normal. Same thing with the fracture. They'll go in, they'll do a surgery. You'll be out for a couple weeks or so, but you should be all right. They'll give you some medication for that, for the pain, and you'll use the seat ring to help with the soreness as well as that. So that is a pelvic scenario with my patient Frank here. I'm Joseph Herzari. Thank you very much.